Hello everyone, and welcome back to All the Mod 6 to the Sky, and these guys were found in here. So our system has finished processing all the stuff, and wait until you see what's happening in here. We have, what's this? I can't even, is that 20? Yeah, we have 20 empty PCBs that have an etch success chance of 100. So I'm going to chuck the rest of these in here. We're probably going to make big use of these 20 that we have. And yeah, we're going to hopefully make these things, all these assembly IO doohickeys. So the main thing we need now are these printed circuit boards. So let me unbookmark that and bookmark it again. Yeah, we need them, right? And I believe we make them by chucking these guys into an etching tank. So we have an etching tank. We have some etching acid. Oh wow! I didn't know you could do them all at once. That is pretty cool. So this will take 110 seconds, so a little under 2 minutes, and it will 100% work because we've left it in this guy. He's been doing his thing. He still has plenty of pressure, so that's working. This guy's full of pressure again. Everything seems to be good. The only problem we now have is this guy's still full. So what I want to do is have a place to store the kerosene and the diesel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, I believe you can get a black hole tank, and they hold a pretty decent amount. These guys here, you can get, I assume it starts off at common, and then do you upgrade it? Yeah, no, you make a backpack out of it, okay. There's advanced that you can get, which uses, the advanced one. We want the tank though, right? I need to make sure that I'm looking at the right things here. Yeah, this is a lot easier to look at. So the common tank, the advanced tank, which holds 65,000 buckets? Yeah, I think it does. That's probably the play. This one holds 1,000 buckets, which also might be alright. It's a little bit confused. Oh, so there's even a pity one. This holds 64 buckets, 16 buckets. Okay. Okay, I'm following. Now, which one do we want to make? Now, I don't think we can make this one because we don't have either gas. We can definitely make an advanced one, so... I mean, why not? And by definitely, I mean, I think we can. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure we can. Control-click. Yeah, it's going to craft the machine frame. Beautiful. So I'll order one of those. I might actually order 2 of them, because we do want 2. And then what else do we need? We're going to need 4 Eyes of Ender. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay. It has stopped working. Oh, no. It is working. It was a little bit confusing. Also, you might notice, not only have I fixed the weird texture issue there, but I figured I'd go all out. Okay, I looked into it, and as you can see, the chests are no longer doing that weird lighting glitch that we had. It's beautiful. And obviously, these guys are fixed again. They don't look weird. It's beautiful. Everything is perfect, I believe. I'm sure we'll encounter another issue. That seems to be the case normally. So what are we making? We're making advanced machine frames, I believe. And I believe we can go and check and double check that everything's working. Yeah, it looks like everything's working. I think it's making a simple machine frame. Then it will make the advanced. So yeah, I guess we wait in that department. How are the etching things going? How are these? 33%. You know what? I think it's taking a little bit longer than it says. I imagine it's because we're doing so many at once. I imagine it takes 115 seconds for one of these. And because we have all of them, I assume it's going to take a bit longer. I don't know. I mean, it feels like it's taking longer. I'm pretty sure it is. So what's next? What else can we do, I guess, while we're waiting? Now, we do need these other pieces. The capacitor and the transistor. Let me unbookmark them and rebookmark them. I honestly need to just, clean this whole system up. In fact, let me do that real quick. Alrighty, how nice is this? Everything's just sitting here. Everything that we need, just sitting there. Okay, so transistors, they're going to cost us 3 gold nuggets. So I'm probably going to do the same thing I did last time. Maybe not to the same extent. Last time what I did was I did, a stack of plastic sheets, a stack of redstone dust, and then 3 stacks of gold nuggets, and just made an absolutely insane amount. But I feel like that's probably not the play, because we're going to run out of pressure, and then this episode's going to take a lot longer than it should. So I'm wondering what we can do here. What I might just do is I might just grab half a stack of gold nuggets, and then just slap in the rest of this stuff. And just see what it makes, right? So let's get half a stack of this. I believe we have plenty of slime from the mob farm. We definitely do. Let's grab probably this slime. We're going to have the plastic from the machine. That raises the point of I probably want to do... Oh, I really don't know now. These only make 1, don't they? Okay, what we might do is grab a stack of this and... Oh my god. I really should have planned this out a little bit better. We'll do 16. I don't know if that'll be enough, but I think that'll be a good start. So let me grab 16 of this other stuff. So 16 redstone dust and then the plastic sheets. All right, before we continue, I want to get this set up pronto. Reason being, in fact, I believe I can just grab this. Reason being, we are about to run out of LPG, which means we're running out of plastic. Luckily, we do have some left over. Can I multi? Yeah, I can. Okay, there we go. Black hole tank. This guy is going to receive all of the kerosene, I believe. I'm just trying to think of the best way to pipe this up. I'm thinking... Alright, check out the plan. I'm going to place the tank here, and then just place the pipe there, and now that should work perfectly. We should now be storing all of the kerosene. It should go in there, which means this guy should be processing again, which, as you can see, he is. Beautiful. We'll have to do something similar with the diesel. In fact, I might be able to do it right here. Break that block and place the next tank. If the next tank is made... Oh, it appears to be able to be made. So, black hole tank. Let's go ahead and grab it, the advanced one. We're going to need another bucket. Let's make a few of them. We'll probably need buckets in the future. No harm done there. Advanced black hole tank. We have the pipe. Pipe will go here if the block wants to break properly. Oh, yep. Oh, and I broke the pipe. Nothing ever goes perfectly. That's what you'll learn playing these mod packs. Okay, there we go. So now our system should run, not infinitely, because eventually these will fill up. It'll just take a long time. And by then, I mean, I'm sure we'll have a use for them. So what did I do here? I broke the item. This doesn't even need to be here. You know what? I'll leave it here. Nah, no, I won't. I'll take that back. I'm going to clean this up. Alright, everything has been successfully cleaned. This guy is back in business. We should be good. So let's now continue with what we were going to do, which is pretty much just slap all of this stuff in here and have it do its thing. So the gold and plastic is used in both recipes, and then it's redstone and slime ball that makes the difference. Now, obviously, we don't have the exact amount, so there will be stuff left over in our machine once this is done. In particular, I think the plastic sheets, and maybe something else. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, and pretty much just chuck in whatever extra stuff we need to process it. So yeah, hopefully they'll be made. It shouldn't take too long. Oh, and while that was happening, the unassembled PCBs are completed. We have all 20, and they are all successful because it was obviously 100% successful. This stuff does take an extremely long time, though. Like, since this episode started, this guy still hasn't finished, and he was at, like, 60% or something. So we could do 80%. 80% isn't bad, even, like, 50%, right? Especially with this amount, but we don't need more than 20 at the moment, I think. So we should be fine anyway. Now, what do we have? We have transistors. I think I saw the blue stuff in there, so we should have everything coming out shortly, hopefully. Now, another thing I believe we can do is actually slap an upgrade in here. And I think what that will mean is it will take out more than just 4 items at a time, which should be good. We should see there's 16 at the moment. Let's see how many it took out. Come on. Yep, see, there we go. It took out 8 at a time. And I think that... Well, actually, no, it doesn't line up. This one says it does 16 items. Anyway, that's still good. We can take out these and actually craft some of these printed circuit boards that we required. So let's put everything in. And I'm going to craft all of them, because I think we need all of them. That's 4, so that's enough to get almost all of them. We still need a little bit more, which I think it's on its way, hopefully. So what's next? What should we start with? I mean, we need all of them, so I assume it doesn't really matter. But I assume, once again... Oh, we need a few of these printed circuit boards. Damn. This one uses 3. I thought they all used 1. Okay. Maybe we should start with these ones then. What do we need? Pneumatic cylinders, which use plastic cannon barrels. Okay. These recipes are a little bit tricky and a little bit scary. Now I've got 8 more transistors. What do we have in there? We have the slime balls. The slime balls are for the capacitors. We have plastic in there, it seems, so I think we just need some more gold. Now, I don't know how much gold. That's my problem. Now, the fact that we got... How many transistors? We'll be able to calculate this. Transistor. Really? Did we use them all? Okay. Alright, I think 16 is the amount we need to put in. And that should be good. Let's start crafting. We'll go from right to left. So we'll try and make this guy first. The assembly platform. We're going to need more plastic. That's a big thing. Is there a way to get this to happen a bit faster? I don't really think so. We're currently just waiting on LPG. We have the crude oil. We're just waiting on this to process. What we can do is we can set up a machine that makes like kerosene and diesel into LPG. That might be the better play. I'm not too sure. The other option is just waiting, so these are almost done. Alright, here we go. Let's make as many as we can. We now have 8 total. Now, I believe we can make the cannon barrel at least. That's one step closer. The plastic, how many do we have? We have 7. Is that enough to make this? It is. So we can make 2 pneumatic cylinders. So there we go. Which means we can almost make the assembly platform. We just need 2 more plastic, which is pretty much just an LPG waiting game. Well, actually, it's about to process now. Now, if we want to get more LPG, I believe it was called a fluid mixer. This guy here, we can hold shift, uses pressure to mix 2 fluids together, producing a fluid and/or item output. Providing more pressure will speed it up. Let's have a look at the recipes it does. Maybe not then. This looks like it just makes different things. It was called something. I'll have to look it up though. Ah, so it's another one of these machines, the thermopneumatic processing plant. As you can see, it turns gasoline into LPG, and I believe you can probably get... Oh my god, what have I done here? I assume you can turn something into gasoline. Yep, sure enough, you can turn kerosene into gasoline, and that works. And I assume you can do the same, turn probably diesel into kerosene. So this is probably what we want. How tricky is it to make? It's not the worst recipe I've seen, so it's definitely doable, and we're probably going to want a few of them. So I guess I'll make a few of them. And by a few, I literally mean just 2. So we need fluid tanks as well, which is going to need some more bars. It's not too bad to make. The annoying part is honestly just going to be actually placing these down in a way that looks good and not completely cluttered. So we'll make 2 of them if it wants to work. What are we missing? Anything? No. Oh, it's because I have them in my inventory. So these, it's going to get really tricky. Basically, though, I think this is the tank we want. This is the LPG tank, right? This is where it gets processed. So, in theory, I just need to run the kerosene into a machine that then goes into here. I think we can do it. The problem would probably be getting this stuff, the, what's this called? The diesel over there. But we might just ignore the diesel for now. This is going to get so messy. We have a little bit more plastic, so I can at least finish crafting this thing, the assembly platform. There we go. Woohoo! But we need a lot more plastic. Okay, so how do I want to do this? Basically, we're going to be breaking most of this wall that I have. Alright, I just had a potentially genius idea. What I'm going to try and do is actually run all of these pressure tubes underneath the island. I feel like that clears up a lot of room for all of these fluid pipes. And the fluid pipes sort of need to be above ground because, I mean, as you can see, this starts up above ground and it's just kind of tricky to get it underground. So I'm going to try and get the pipes underground now, or the tubes. Now, this is going to be a horrible experience. I'll tell you that much because essentially if we pull apart any pipe, it just lets out all the pressure and it just creates such a mess. But we'll see how this goes. Basically, I'm going to destroy the floor underneath all of these guys. And then just try and connect everything. That's pretty much it. Hopefully it works. Some of these things will be a little bit trickier. They'll all be the same amount of tricky, I think. So we'll just see what happens. Alrighty, the pipes, for the most part, have been moved underground. So that's the thing. It should be functioning. I think, if anything, we could move this pipe underneath. I don't know if it needs to be done, though. So this should hopefully give me at least a little bit of room to work with. Some of this stuff needs to be like patched up, you know, like this has a empty block that's letting out some of the heat. But it's a bit better. I also moved some of these cables to make them a little bit more streamlined. So it's very, very, very tricky. Now this stuff's still transferring heat, right? The heat's still going through here. What I'm thinking I might do is try and get all of the fluids over to this side. I'm not too sure. What I'm sort of thinking we could do is place another one of these heater setups. So a resistive heater going into a thermal compressor, and we can do that over here, right? So we can move this over quite easily, move the pipe a little bit. That should work. Then we could also move these, the fluid stuff over there, and have the plastic generation somewhere else as well. We could probably just like pipe the liquids from underneath. So that could work. That's a possibility. The problem is still though getting all of this stuff over there. Um, yeah, that's just hard regardless. Um, so how can I possibly do it? I could run. I mean, ideally, I could just run the cables along, and that should work. What I could do as well is the problem is the second I connect these pipes to anything else, it makes such a mess. It actually does. What I think I need to do though is detach these, detach all of the pipes that are currently taking stuff out, and just let these pipes empty. So fill up the tanks that they need to fill up, and that's it. And then I think we're good. I think we can now work with the piping a bit, and maybe also like disconnect them going into tanks. I just don't want to have to take the liquids out of the tanks because it's such an annoying process. All right, here's the plan. I'm gonna pick this guy up. Should I do this on camera, or should I just come back with like the finished product? You know, I'm not too sure. Basically, here's the plan though. Get these fluid pipes, like move the pipes alongside here, bring them over to, I don't know, to somewhere else. I could also just do it on the roof. Oh, dude. I honestly don't even know. You know, we'll probably do the thing I suggested. We're going to get a resistive heater here, much like this, with a heat pipe happening, and that's it. We're doing it. Resistive heater. What does this guy cost, just so we can see? We're going to need a steel casing, which apparently we have the stuff for, so that makes that job easier. And an energy tablet, so we're going to have to ask for this stuff. But that should be fine. I'll be back. I'll be back with this, hopefully, somewhat set up. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I believe I've done it. Now, there's a few small things we have to do, like patch up all the sides of blocks that need to be, you know, heat resistant and whatnot. But I think this essentially will work. Now, this guy, I want to match him up with the power use of this. So 140 RF per tick, or FE per tick. So 140, and then enter. And there we go. Now it's using more power, but it's making more heat in theory. Assuming these connect. Now this guy's hot, and he's heating up. So I'm going to guess that they are working. And that it's just visually not connecting. Because these guys over here, I believe it took a little while before it first connected, but I think it's working. You can see them heating up anyway. The top one is heating up. We'll assume it's working. So it looks horrible. Well, it doesn't look horrible. It just doesn't look as clean as it possibly could be. So let me do a few things, i.e., just do this, and that's as clean as it's ever going to look. Oh my god. Unless we have like panels or like facades, we might be able to... Is chisel and bits in here? It is. Okay, so we could probably cover it up and make it not look as horrific. But here's how it's going to work. I'm going to attach these connections now. So this is going to extract, this is going to extract, and so is these ones up here. This will extract. We can set up the... Did I disconnect the... Oh no, it's this one, isn't it? Yep, here we go. Okay. This guy can connect too, if I can manage to see it. There we go. He can drain as well. And then if I can sneak under here, I can say, yep, you're allowed in. Okay. So this should be... Yep, that's working. Oh my god, how do I know if everything's working? This guy at the bottom... What's happening at the moment? Why is nothing processing? That's the real question. Okay, just process then. Okay. I quite simply, I didn't notice anything. What do we have in here? LPG. Okay. So this guy needs to be extracted as well. Okay. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if it's working. It sort of doesn't look like it's working because we don't really see anything showing up, but I think it is. I mean, all of the liquids are disappearing, so they're going somewhere, right? They're going somewhere. This one can be disconnected too. If it'll let me, which hopefully it will. A little bit of server lag. Place that there. Cover up that hole. Okay. Okay, yeah. I can see something there. There's diesel. Diesel has finally made its way in. So is there kerosene in here? There is. Okay. Okay, everything is where it should be. Okay, not enough heat. It needs more pressure. Do I have the pressure hooked up? I do, but I think we just need more, more pressure actually being made. But it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay. I am a little bit scared. I'm a little bit scared that Oh, but I think it's working. I think it's working. So what do we have? Gasoline's going in here. That's working fine. I think everything's working fine. I think, if anything, we could jumpstart it a bit by chucking some coal into this air compressor. The air compressors are a pretty good source of power, of pressure. So we'll hook that up. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. What I might do, though, is grab a bunch of these glass buttons and just patch up all these potential heat exhaustion points. So, button... We have a bunch of them, apparently, which is beautiful. Place them there. Basically, cover up any side that could be exhausting heat. So, like, I believe at the back of this side, we might have a few spots. Yep, we have one right here. So that should be covered up. I think that's pretty much it. I think we should be pretty good now. Let's double check. We'll click on them. The problems? Nope. Everything seems to be fine here. It's just obviously waiting on the pressure still. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think we're good. I think this system, once we let it run for a little bit, we should get enough pressure and it should work. The possibility, and I'm just looking at these like symbols, this like weird yellow line. I imagine that's what we've got to get it to or something. Required temperature 300 degrees. Yeah, so it's going to get hotter. Okay. So it needs to get hotter and it needs to get more pressure. Okay. Okay. In the meantime, we do have some plastic here, so we can continue crafting with the remaining stuff. We also have a bunch of this, the kerosene and diesel. We'll use those later. Let's also make sure we slap on a safety tube, just in case we have pressure too high in the system. Okay. So, we have the base. Let's try and continue. Oh, we're going to need... Yeah, we need a lot of these things. A lot of these very plastic expensive recipes. So the pneumatic cylinders... Oh, we're going to need to make 2 of those. Aren't we? Because we need 3 of these cylinders. Assembly I/O. Okay, so... Oh, yeah. We need a lot of this stuff. Alright, let's make quite a few of these. Apparently, we can't make too much. Alrighty, so pneumatic cylinders, we can make 1. We should be able to make a second lot, which gives us 4 total. So, can we now make this? We can. An assembly I/O unit import. We have that. Now, once again, we need more plastic because we need to make essentially another one of these, just the other way around. And that will give us the I/O unit export. So that should be good. We're just missing, yeah, the 2. So that should be fine. Then we need an assembly drill, which also needs more of these guys. Oh my god. And then a laser, which also needs more of them. Okay. And then wait, yeah, then the assembly controller, which we can actually make right now. So there we go. We have the controller. All we're waiting on is plastic for the pneumatic craft cylinders. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have the required temperature, as well as the required pressure, and it's processing. We're making kerosene. So it's about to complete. I wonder how much it'll jump down by in terms of temperature and pressure. So it went down. It actually heats up pretty quick after it goes down. So that's pretty good. I think what's heating up are the pipes. And then once the pipes are hot, it should transfer a lot faster and a lot better. Yeah, and this guy's going to just keep heating up too. We could also put more power into him to make him heat up even faster, like ridiculously faster. But I don't know if we have the power to support that. The kerosene's also working now. This is making gasoline. Ooh, this is making gasoline. And the gasoline's going in here. And we don't want the gasoline to go in there. Ah, how did I mess this up? Oh my god, I completely overlooked that. Oh my god. Alright, we have some tanks here that I am emptying. So we should be able to get these empty. That way I can transfer the gasoline from there into the tank and then into the gasoline tank over there. So that should be fine, in theory. And then it shouldn't be too hard to set this up properly. We are going to obviously need another one of those thermo processing plants. How difficult is that to get? Not too hard. Not too hard. Okay, here we go. So I've moved the processor that was here and placed it there. That opened up the extra side, right? So now the kerosene pipe itself is directing into this same pipe that the processor down here that makes kerosene is. So like both of the kerosene meets up and goes into this guy. This guy makes diesel once he has enough heat and pressure, which it's a little bit rough, but I think it's going up. If it's not going up, I will bump this guy to be a bit hotter, but it seems like the heat pipe's a lot better at transferring the heat than just slapping it on the side of the block is, which is a little bit rough. What I could do as well is actually just run heat pipes up here, which is honestly a possibility. I don't know how poor it will look, but we definitely could. Like, if I just do this, that should work fine and better. Maybe. Let's see. We'll leave it for a few seconds, because, see, it's rising up now, so we'll see what happens. I suppose I could also attach it there. See what that does. See if that helps out at all. Okay, so that can do its thing. Then the gasoline, right, that is made in here, the kerosene to gasoline, gets placed into this guy. Gasoline into LPG, gets output, and then placed into the same LPG line that comes from the refinery. And it goes into this tank, and then from the tank, it should, in theory, go into here, but this guy still has a little bit of gasoline in it, so I need to grab this tank and empty him. But then we should be good. Very, very intricate. Definitely not expandable easily. But hey, guess what? It works, right? And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Maybe. Alrighty, so now what we can do is, what's the bottom one? I think the bottom one's diesel, right? Oh, not diesel, sorry. No, yeah, it is diesel. So what we could do is try and empty these. I'm trying to think of where the best spot to place each of these are. I think right here should work. We can empty the diesel like this into the system, so that should work. These will start diesel will start emptying, and the kerosene we can attach. Probably the easiest spot is actually at the front here. So we'll do something like this with a pipe that goes here and extract. So that should be emptying as well. Beautiful. All of that is going into its appropriate thing. How's the heat going? Is the heat... Yeah, the heat's in these pipes are already up to 300 degrees. And it's just going to get these guys up to 300. Although it is pushing it a bit, I think. I don't know if these are still getting hotter. Are they? Yeah, it looks like they are getting hotter. So it might be alright. What's this heat pipe at? This heat pipe's really cold. Oh, wow. A lot of the heat being used up. What we could do is bump this up to, say, 200 RF per tick. Let's see what kind of change that makes. It's heating up again, which is good. Are the pipes heating up again? Yeah, the pipes look pretty hot. These guys look like they're pretty much there. In fact, this one is. We're already making LPG. Oh, beautiful. Alright, as for the plastic, we just got like 14 more, so we should be back in business. Let us try and make a IO unit export, which needs more of these guys, which needs more of these guys. Make as many as I can. 2. Okay. Canister. Another canister, or another set of canisters. Then, I just want to make sure I don't make the wrong thing, because these are so expensive that I very much do not want to accidentally craft the wrong thing. So make hopper, IO unit export. So there we go. I could probably place these down. I don't know where to place them, so for now I'll just place them here. I'm sure they need pressure, right? So I doubt that I can just slap them here. They look cool though. I definitely enjoy the 3D textures. Yeah, nice. I like them. Do they have an interface when I right-click them? No, I assume the controller that we have. Oh, this guy. Maybe this guy takes the pressure. Ooh! He follows you. Okay. I can open it. You can see the pressure here. It takes some pressure. And it needs a drill and a laser, which is what we still need to make. So we could probably, in theory, leave it here, because I can run the pipes underneath now. I've got that sort of setup. So we'll check back later. How's the pipe? Oh, yeah. We're getting a lot of plastic now. Once this is up and running, we are going to be very, very good. This guy, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're back in business. So let's make another bit of this. We're actually out of compressed iron. Wow. Okay. Let's get a few blocks. Chuck them in here, and get ourselves some compressed iron. It's that simple. And here we go. I saw the thing open. No? It does want... There we go. Okay, boom. Compressed iron blocks. Sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and turn them into the ingots. So what are we after? The drill and the laser. What I'm going to do is actually unbookmark the other stuff we have, so I don't accidentally craft the wrong thing. So we also need another cannon barrel. Oh my god. I believe... Yeah. We need quite a few of these things. Can I make some more stone? I can. Beautiful. The stones are different to the bricks. Alright, 2 more pneumatic cylinders. So now we should be able to make this guy. The assembly drill. All that's left is the assembly laser, which needs another amount of these, which need another barrel, which needs a tube, which we don't have the... Is that glass that we're after? Yeah, I'm imagining it's glass. So let's grab a little bit of... Oh, no, not sandstone. We want sand. I'm going to have to probably take some from our sifters. Let me smelt this up, and I'll report back with the stuff. Okay, back in business. Let's make the... Oh my god, I'm clicking all the wrong things. Let's make the cannon barrel. There we go. Then we want to make the pneumatic cylinder. And now we should just be able to make the laser. We need another bit of glass, which should be getting crafted, although does it have to be red? It does appear to have to be red. So let's see if we can do something similar to that. I think we just need... Do we have a rose or a poppy? Red... We do have a red petal, which I believe if I put with a mortar and pestle... Oh, a mortar and pestle. We should get the dye. There we go. Then the glass, we should have enough by now, yep. It smelts really quickly with that guy. In fact, we can probably upgrade him, our netherite furnace, to a all-the-modded one soon. So, boom, there we go. Assembly laser. Achieved. Let's slap them down. I'm not entirely sure how to do this. What I might do, though, is move it over a little bit. So pick all these guys up and just sort of, like, shift them to the side a bit. Alright, so if I were to take a guess, this is the configuration that I would guess is the right one. So I've got the import on the left, which I assume might need a chest. I don't actually know. Let's grab some because, I mean, one would guess that you would. So we'll have a chest. I imagine I could do it something like this. So imports from there, exports there. The exporter, then we have obviously the laser and the drill. We have the controller here. Status, everything's ticked, everything works. Problems, it needs pressure. And insert an assembly program into the controller. An assembly program. Let's check our quest book because we've completed this now. It's all complete. So I assume, yeah, we need an assembly program for like a laser or a drill and laser. Okay, so this turns a block of compressed iron into, okay, pressure chamber valves into pressure tubes. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I believe this stuff we have to get from the tablet. I don't even remember what it's called. The Amazon tablet. I'll tell you what, though. I think we'll have to do that either next episode or in another episode, because this one took us a while. This, honestly, in a way, it looks beautiful, right? In a weird way, this looks absolutely majestic. I think what I'll do as well is get rid of this. That stone block just... It's thrown off the whole build. There we go. Now it looks... now it looks a lot better. I kind of, in a strange way, like it. It's very... It looks messy, but everything works. Everything goes where it needs to go. It does what it needs to do. And it's pretty compact. You know, on this side, I would love to say, hey, at least this side looks good. It really doesn't. I think if we were to improve this easily, with minimal effort, obviously this part's going to be gone anyway, we'll have it so that we can access the etching tank from like here, right? Then we can just fill up this entire wall, which I think might be the play, as opposed to trying to clean everything else up. I reckon we just turn this etching tank into a heat pipe, move the etching tank a bit closer, and then everything, we can just wall it all off, like place stone all along. Let me sort of show you what I mean. Oh, I have stone on me. Pretty much just like fill up this entire thing, because we essentially don't need to access any of these other parts at the moment. We just don't. So I should, in theory, be able to just like wall all of this off. And yeah, that's pretty much it, right? And then obviously move the etching tank a bit closer so that we can access it. Maybe? Maybe, obviously we can... I don't know. Maybe even turning this stuff into glass might look nice. You guys let me know what you think. I'm sure I'm going to get some beautiful comments talking about the beauty that is this setup and probably this episode. And yeah, give me some advice for this little assembly platform, because we'll mess around with this next episode. I'm pretty sure they have cool animations, so I'm excited to see. I think you can make drones as well. I might have been already able to make drones, but turbine, rotor, drone. Yeah, I think we can make drones. Yeah, logistics drones, harvesting drones, guard drones, collecting drones, and a drone interface. Range upgrade. Some interesting things. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It helps out the channel quite a bit. If you want to like the video, apparently that pushes the video out. I don't really know how to, I guess, test that, right? Like, I don't know how to really compare the stats. But we can give it a shot. If you want to support the servers financially, you can do so by either becoming a channel member or in Discord we have some links where you can donate and it goes directly to us as opposed to YouTube taking a cut. So if you want to go that route, you can as well. And if you want to join the server, you can do that by joining the Discord. The link is below. And I think I've said all the things. There's a lot of things that I have to say nowadays. Yeah. Okay, goodbye. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.